What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? You know who it is. It's your girl, your big sis, Elliot. We in the building tonight with none other than my big sis, Ann Torres.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, it's about to get thuggy in this piece.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to chop it up.
Let's get it.
I hope y'all are tuned in. Get your notebook, get your pens, because you're going to have some very intricate information coming your way. And we want you to get it all, because we ain't come to play no games. We came to slay, right? So first thing first, we're going to get this business out the way. Y'all going over to the IG and click like, follow, and share at 609 Stage Left and Top Class Radio. Then hop on over to Facebook and do the same. 609 Stage Left and Top Class Radio. You know, it's the world's flyest radio station. You know we worldwide, right? We worldwide. If you're going down 87, 77, 91, 95. If you're over in the Bahamas, you can catch us. You can be on the cruise just chilling, looking at Stage Left, listen to that good flow of music on Top Class Radio. Any show we bring to you right here from Top Class Radio. What's good, everybody? Y'all know y'all the baddest audience out there. We love y'all. Thank you for keeping up with us and doing big things. You know what I'm saying? Come on, call in if you're feeling froggy. Leap. 609-418-9816. That's the number. 609-418-9816. It's going to be dope. It's going to be amazing. We got some great things in store for y'all. Y'all just got to keep rocking with the best. That's all it is. Keep rocking with the best. What up, Ann?
What's going on?
Listen.
I'm so excited to be here.
Man, listen. I've been waiting for this moment right here. So if you ain't tuned in, I want you to call up. Phone a friend, your family, your auntie, your uncle, whoever it is. Tell them that Ann is on Stage Left today with Eliel. We can ready go hard.
Yes, let's go on.
It's a beautiful thing.
First, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Keep
bless
doing
you.
your thing.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
no.
love it. I love it.
Give them your flowers. Give them your flowers while they're here.
See,
So
and that's
proud.
what I want to say to her. I'm proud of her. Y'all better know my sis about to start up her show. You better be tuned in.
Life Challenge Chats is coming.
Yeah. What is
Yes,
what is it?
It is Life Challenge Chats with Ann.
Oh,
It's coming back.
it's coming back.
It's coming back. I'm ready to have it back.
Life Challenge Chats with Ann.
Yes.
Come on, get your fireside chat on and stop playing games, being mad at nobody but the TV. Okay, you can plug it into the TV if you need a big screen. 80 inches. Put Ann on there, okay?
That's right. We're going to be everywhere, baby. We're going
That's
to be
what's
global. Let's get it.
That's what global.
Global.
You know what I mean?
Global.
You can't say anything better.
That's-
Global, because we need everybody in Nairobi, Kenya, India. We need everybody in Australia, Antarctica. Listen, take it up there to Santa
Come on
Paul's up in there in the North Pole. Tell Santa Paul's to get on. We need to know.
You want Santa Claus on, sis? Okay.
Listen, that's for my babies. Hell, you know Santa Claus is coming. Yes, ma'am.
Santa Claus is coming. Let's go. Let's go.
Listen, I'm going to read my sister's, she sent me some info, and I need y'all to hear it, and I need y'all to get it, let it click, because this ain't a game. And I believe in giving flowers, right? So I'm going to read all it. Yep, I'm reading all of it.
Okay.
I'm going to read everything but her birthday, because she's 24 forever.
45 and loving it.
See? Come on.
45.
Ann Torres, her hobbies, yoga, Call of Duty. Listen, I was stunned. Okay,
Female Monster 28.
this COD right here. If you don't know nothing about Modern Warfare, you better go get you a PlayStation or something. Call of Duty, reading, walks, cooking, walking, and learning. Professional life coach certification and guide accredited. Relationship coaching, transform problems into growth and love. Forgiveness life coach certification accredited. Transformation life coach certification or accredited. Professional anger and aggression counseling, grief and bereavement counseling accredited. Counseling children and adolescents accredited. See, I just want y'all to know that this is right here. We making sure that business get out there. Okay? CBT, cognitive behavior life coach certification. Bring your kids. They ain't bad. They inquisitive. Bring them. You bring yourself too. Yeah. Group life coaching certification accredited. Happiness life coach certification accredited. Working in the substance abuse field for over 18 years. That's big. I am here to encourage, motivate, and educate people, assisting them with identifying the negative behavior traits that they may have picked up from their childhood and past experiences. Groups, individual sessions, workshops, retreats, you name it, Ann Torres is there. Wait, you need to follow, click, like, and share. Facebook, Ann Torres, IG, All About Your Coaching Services, LLC. TikTok, Ann Torres. Email, All About You Coaching Services, LLC at gmail.com. Listen, All About You Coaching Services is located at 3003 English Creek Boulevard, Suite D8A.
Oh, you run down.
Run it down. Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. Y'all need to know where you can go and get some help. You ain't got to, sit on the couches all your life, but if you need help, stop being afraid to come get it. Come grab your help. Go get it.
We all got things we need to work on, right?
Yes, yes.
So it's like, it's just coming to terms with it. I mean,
That's what's on.
listen,
Listen,
tired of living miserable.
be real with you.
Then come see me.
Ow. Listen, I'm going to let y'all know my sister's doing big things. I'm excited for her.
Thank you.
She got an office, you know what I mean? A space for you to just come be who you are. But you're going to work.
It's 3 jobs.
It's
I'm
three
working
jobs.
3
a month.
jobs right now. It's a lot. But I get to work with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm at the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
And
ACBGC, what it up?
yeah,
What it do, baby?
Shout out to ACBG. Yes, I'm loving it. And then, I've worked as a drug and alcohol counselor.
Mhm.
So I'm working and doing that. And then also All About You coaching services. So
Tell us about the time you put in with drug and alcohol. What I know for the most part, especially when you have addictions and you're overcoming and you're trying to get rid of them or you're trying to move past them. What is the most, let's say, the most intricate part that could be also scary when dealing with clients who are going through drug and alcohol?
helping them face themselves, because that's why they're not changing, because it's the fear of change. When you condition for so long for something and you're used to running, that's what you revert to. So challenging people in ways to where they're now changing their perspective to make changes, positive changes, and giving them those coping techniques and those things to utilize and practice to eliminate or decrease their use. Is always the goal, but it's also just changing their perspective on life. Because if you think about it, a lot of people that are using or have an addiction, and it don't have to just be the drugs.
For real. There's a lot of addictions out there.
It's a lot of addictions.
I go to Shopaholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
I mean, hey.
I got a
It could be
retail
shopping.
addiction.
It could be drug use. It could be cheesesteaks. It's
Shh.
still killing you. Right?
Leave that White House alone.
It's about changing because we're conditioned to ways that we are. So
Absolutely.
it's about challenging them. So that's what I do as a life coach. So right now, I incorporate my life coach skills in those sessions with the substance abuse to be able to challenge their thoughts and challenge their. So they look at it, it's not just your brain. It's your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like, why are you thinking like that? What are you doing? What so it's actually challenging those. It's not even just challenging the adults, also challenging the children. So
Absolutely.
that's what it's all about. Showing them change.
So what is our first primary focus is to challenge yourself.
Identify.
Okay.
The first step is identifying.
That you have an issue.
You want to identify any behaviors
Okay.
that you have, because usually we carry behaviors from our past, and that's what kind of keeps us where we are. So first is identifying your behaviors that you do have, like that are not beneficial in your life.
Right.
So once you challenge that, now we know what we got to work on.
That's serious.
Okay? And those things that came from your past, that trauma, everything, all that stuff, all
Mhm.
those behaviors are from that.
I find that a lot of people, especially when we are challenging our behaviors, we t- we tend to not. We walk past the mirrors. We don't look at ourselves. We tend to ignore the reflection because it's something that is scary.
Self-reflection is the most challenging thing in this world right now.
Wow.
Self-reflection.
Wow.
Nobody wants to own up the fact that they have issues. Nobody.
Listen,
wants
I
to.
got issues. I ain't gonna lie. Ellie,
We
I'm
all got
crazy.
issues.
I'm crazy.
That's the thing. Who don't?
Right.
It's about owning it, because it's not about portraying perfection, because as we discussed earlier, it doesn't exist.
No, it don't. It don't.
So it's
So
about
stop trying to be
addressing it.
perfect, because it's not. It ain't there.
Yeah.
You don't have to
It's
be.
not.
Be who you are.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. We are all flawed. We all, and the crazy thing about working on yourself is that
Mm.
you always find something else you got to work on. So
Right.
once you work on one thing, it's like, oh, I need to work on this too.
Mm.
Now, dang, I was doing this
Don't
too.
they peek out? They come out of the woodworks.
It never stops. Growth never stops.
get
Healing
this.
never stops.
No, it doesn't. That's a good
Accountability
thing,
never
though.
stops. It's a great thing, because as you're healing,
Mm-hmm.
you're spilling that onto your children and the people around you, and they see the reflection of that.
Yes.
That's that light. People be like, well, where that light come from?
I don't
You know, I want that light. You know, it's God and you making that work.
Bright.
It's doing that work, you
Right.
know? So,
Right. You got to do the work. The work is important.
absolutely.
And I feel like sometimes people are trying to run a marathon in 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can get this marathon done. No, but it's still going to creep up. It's still going to knock on your door. It's still going to remind you, look, remember when we was back here, I took care of you. You know, that brings me to my next point. When people are complacent with where they are versus where they know they can be. And as you say, the work, no one wants to do the work. You got to do the work. And so what do we say to the people? And I know you, listen, if you come to Ann and you say, I want to change something and I need to fix it, and you don't want to do the work, just go back outside the door. Don't.
Now we just venting.
Yeah, we just airing
venting.
stuff out.
It's all about first self-reflection, but it's letting them know, like, you have to be gentle with yourself in this process.
Wow.
You have to be gentle with and you have to be ready to put in the work. You have to be ready. You know, one of the biggest things I do before I go into a session is pray, because that is a lot of energy being dumped on you.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of see where that energy is coming from to make sure. That's why I always I offer the 30-minute free consultation. Because I
hear
make
that?
sure, I make sure people are not just venting.
Right.
You ready for
Consultation.
work? I'm about to give you some skills.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's like you can't come to me once and feel like, oh, I'm healed. It don't work like that.
How long did it take you from where you were to get to this point and be willing to help others?
I think that started in the drug and alcohol field,
Okay.
where I like to help others, because I always said, even starting in the field, was I like helping people that want to be helped.
Yeah.
So that was always my thing. You know, in recovery, you got people that don't want to be clean, and that's okay.
That's what I mean.
You know, that's okay. It's accepting. It's meeting people where they are. And that's what we got to learn to do. We got to learn, and that's not just in recovery. That's in life, period. In relationships and friendships, everything. We have to meet people where they are. If you're not where I am, I have to respect that enough to probably move on.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's huge.
Yes. Yes.
It's huge, and it's understanding people that everybody has a story. It needs to be an open mind, no judgment. It needs to be a safe space. And once they feel they have that, boom,
Now we can do something.
now we can work on some stuff. But it that takes time,
Yes.
because if you think about it, how many people right now have trust issues?
A lot
How
of
many people? So you imagine coming to meet with a person like me, you can go 6 months with treatment and not get nothing. And you could complete a program and not learn any lifestyle changes.
Wow.
So, like, it's a
Don't
battle.
come looking to complete it if you ain't gonna work on it, y'all. You know, I
It's
I
practice.
feel that.
Everything we do is practice.
Oh yeah.
It's
And
practice.
it makes perfect, but that doesn't mean you're gonna be perfect. You know, allow yourself
Practice
grace.
just brings progress.
progress. Get to the finish line.
Practice brings progress.
The first leg of the race, okay?
Yes. But it's one day at a time, and it's being gentle with yourself.
Yeah.
But it's identifying it. What you have issues with. You see a lot of people, they're defensive. They have trust issues.
Yes,
They can't
yes.
communicate. You thinking about all the different things. It has nothing to do with substance abuse, but people carry those issues, and this
Yeah.
is why they don't grow.
Mm.
And they fear what's on the other side of this.
Now, when you see that and people, they don't grow, is it true that they fall back into the same habits? And
Yes.
how big is self-worth in all of
It's major. You have to love yourself.
Mm.
A lot of people are lacking self-love.
Mm.
Their love right now is taking care of others. So
Listen, take care of you. You are important. Listen, she ain't here talking to me, right? Because I'll be the first person to I gotta help this person and help that person, and I gotta be. And then a lot of times when I know I'm at my most vulnerable state, I'm sheltering because I'm like, okay, I gotta fix something here, fix something there, and it frustrates me. And so I had to go back to the drawing board and start plucking stuff out, moving stuff around. But that's important to know. Like, you got to love yourself first.
you come first.
Yeah.
Everybody, and we all had a debate on this the other day. Excuse me. About who comes first.
Mm-hmm.
And in my eyes, God comes 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people say, "Oh, my spouse."
Mm.
No, you come first.
Yeah, you come before.
At the end of the day, I don't have a religion anymore. I have a relationship with God.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
I don't practice on rules. I practice on my relationship.
Come on.
My relationship helps me make the decisions that I make me be conscious of what I'm doing.
Mhm.
That's my relationship.
Yes,
You understand?
yes.
So I don't look at things the way everybody looks at it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I look at it totally different. But
That's
God
important.
comes first, then you come first. Because, I'm somebody's wife, and I'm not yet, but I conduct myself as
Listen,
such. But
somebody's wife.
but yes, I'm somebody's wife. But the thing is like when God gives me my husband,
Mm-hmm.
everything's not going to pour into my husband all the time. I need God to pour into me, that when my husband is weak, I'm able to pour into him.
Absolutely.
Same way that I need for him to be with God, to
And
where
pouring.
when I'm weak,
Right.
he's pouring onto me.
Yeah.
Not me putting him first. That means I'm blocking God from pouring onto me.
Say that again.
So we gotta look at things a little bit differently, because I don't look at marriage the way everyone else look at marriage. I look at marriage as my teammate. I'm
Yeah.
looking for my teammate. I'm looking
that's
for
right.
somebody I can grow with, not somebody I'm obligated to do for,
Right.
that I want to do for. And that I want this. I want to be here.
That's how it's effectual. It works that way.
That's how relationships last. When we feel obligated, we become rebellious.
Ooh. Listen, I ain't gonna stunt y'all, okay? We gonna get some of y'all gonna be mad at the end of this, but you're gonna go back and think like, wait a minute, she was talking to me. Just straighten out the naps,
That's
rub
all
your
right.
neck a little bit,
It's all right.
and just take it. Get you a sip of water.
I need a sip of water.
I'm done.
I'm goofy. Don't listen.
Y'all already know we in here. We in the building.
That's
L.E.L. and Ann Torres. It's been a long time coming.
I've been waiting to come on here,
it's been a long
sis.
time coming.
I'm very happy to
I'm
be on here.
excited.
I was very excited, and I think I was telling you that since you inboxed me. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because I'm very excited for the growth of businesses and us
Right.
doing our thing. And it's
Absolutely.
like, shoot, it really took for us to branch out and take a chance.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is a risk
I'm
in
gonna-
life.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. As soon as I leave here, I'll be on the show. I'll be analyzing stuff. Let me look.
Yeah.
Let me fix and see
Yeah.
what I
How I can get better.
Right.
And that's the only thing I want to do is be a better me.
Yeah, I know
it.
that's right. We
and-
work on me, and I can be better for those that look up to me,
Yeah.
those that love me. You know what I mean? I think we assess ourselves as some of the hardest tools,
Yeah.
but because we're so hard on ourselves, we don't give ourselves grace.
Yeah, we're not. We don't know how to be gentle. We are
Yeah.
literally our worst enemy. And that's how it is. It's and that's what cognitive behavioral therapy is. It's like where you're challenging your thoughts. You're
Right.
pretty much you're learning because, let's be honest, okay? I wake up in the morning and be like, I just want to set it off and go rob this bank. But what's the reality?
Keep playing with me. We gonna have a squad out here paid in full.
I be like, well, let me just take my butt
Get
to
them
work.
Benjamins.
That lasts for a minute, but that's a thought that I have to challenge. Or if
Yeah.
I don't challenge it, I'm going to believe myself and think I'm going to set it off somewhere.
Yeah. Adding, feeding into it.
But you think about how many people are not challenging themselves and they're ending up, it's the self-control is a problem. We talked about the self-control is huge right now. People are lacking self-control.
It's rampant out here. And I always look at people, how you say, you see things different. That's the kind of person I am. And I look at people not for where they are, but who they are. Let's talk about what you need, your needs. Let's talk about how we can help you get from this to a more successful level or out of the rut. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people won't come to certain people because they feel like they're intimidated or they're being judged. And how big is that in therapy? Not judging the client and not telling them, look, I bet you if you didn't do this, you would be all right. But,
I'd be like this. Go on, sis. How that make you feel? You feel okay? You made that. You all right? Because, we have to accept the fact that people on their own individual journeys, they're going to see things the way they want. They're going to do what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Regardless of how much you try to force feed somebody something, you can't force feed nobody nothing, not even your children.
Listen.
They are going to do what they want to do,
Mind of their own.
whether you like it or not.
Right. True.
And the thing is, it's like understanding that. And that's why a lot of the parents right now are getting sick because they're trying to control the dynamic of their children and the people around them.
Yes.
In relationships, you got parents, not partners, and that's a problem.
Yes.
Same way with kids. It's like only thing you should be looking to do is educate, motivate, and encourage.
Come on.
But you
Educate,
should
motivate,
be,
and encourage.
That's right. But you should be leading by example.
Absolutely.
Which means that what you need to work on, you need to work on it. Because it shows in you.
The sponges are watching too. And they take everything that you
the
do.
kids
and adapt
see what's going on. They see what's happening. They see your dynamic. They see and I have to be prime example. My kids saw me go through abuse. They saw me go through so much stuff. And it's like I took behaviors with me from that abuse.
Wow.
And even the dynamic of, my mom was a gambler. My dad was an alcoholic. And good thing my dad passed and he was clean for years. And my mom as well, she's been clean. But it's like I still had to, I was living on survival mode where I was in defense all the time. I felt like I had to defend myself and explain myself. And then I realized I don't have to explain myself to anybody.
Yeah, come on now.
I had to look at my bills like, oh, because nobody's names is on my bills but me.
That one.
Exactly. So it was like, why am I trying to explain myself?
Yeah.
The only person I should be looking to change and work on is me.
Absolutely.
I can only be accountable for me.
Absolutely.
And even with my children right now, I can't. You happy with your decision?
Wow.
Because you got to live with that.
Yeah.
I can't stand with you in the courtroom. I can't save you every time. You understand?
That's the biggest one, especially for those of us that do have children. Yes. They want to be. Mom, don't treat me like a kid. Mom, I'm grown. I could do this. I could do this. But the minute that it's like it didn't go their way.
Yeah.
Not only are you still upset, I want to know why you're mad at me. I didn't do it.
But if you think about it, we saved them. A lot of parents get into the mode of saving and saving and saving, and you're not teaching.
No, right.
You're teaching your child that you're gonna save them every time they're drowning, which means that when they get out in this world, they're gonna drown, and they're gonna look at everybody else like, well, why you ain't saving me? And we can't teach, because if you think about it as parents, we create the manipulators, the narcissists, we create all that because we make them think that they shit don't stink.
Yeah, and untouchable. You stink.
Everybody should stink.
It don't smell like roses either.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's learning that, and it's learning. Okay, only way I could do is lead by example.
Right.
I can work on me, and that energy is going to spill onto my children.
Now, when you're being open with your children, how much of as you just stated, my children have seen me go through these things, but the internal part, the
I
crying,
share everything.
Right? Okay.
I
so
share
you're
everything.
even now when on the flip side of that, counseling.
Yes.
You're open with that too.
Yes,
like
I'm
I
very
use
open
your
with that.
testimony. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. I think it's important for people to see that realistically, these are the things that let me utilize. Let me tell you about me for a second.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell you, how I hurt.
Yeah.
And all I did, was push more hurt. I was at that point for a long time where I'm like, okay, y'all been dogging me out. Let me dog y'all out. Let's just,
Tit for tat.
let me throw that back at you.
Don't do nothing.
You know what
but
I mean?
but
You want
bounce
this
karma
gold?
back
Come
and
here.
forth. It bounced the car. Let's just ping pong the karma,
Right.
and it's like it's unnecessary.
It is.
You
It
understand?
is.
You got to understand that when people are no good for you, you have to learn to walk away.
That's it.
And it's like we get into a situation where we want people to be who we want them to be. So, and if we want people to be
Yes.
who we want them to be,
Wow.
not who they are. And that's my goal. When I meet people, be exactly who you are, because
Yeah.
that's going to determine if I want to be around you or need to be around you. If you're healthy for me, energy says everything.
Absolutely.
You understand?
It does.
Energy says
It
everything. And
does.
I've practiced so many things, and it's like, but energy says everything. Even when it comes to religion, people, they advertise the Christian, the Muslim, and they get that, but you can't do that with anger.
Yeah,
You
no.
can't do that with resentment. You can't do that with lack of
Blowing off
communication. You
steam.
can't do that with the ability to not forgive. You don't want to forgive nobody. You can't do that because you advertising for something that's not no.
Right.
They don't promote them things. You
No.
gotta grow through that stuff.
I know that's right.
So you gotta watch what you are. You gotta be that example, and that takes work.
It does a lot of work, and sometimes it's the ugliest part of the work.
Yeah,
Like, I know
but it's necessary.
I broke up a couple.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to. Okay. All right. I'm better.
That's anger.
I'm getting here.
That's anger. It's crazy how you talk to somebody, and especially me being in the field for so long, I talk to somebody and it's like, well, these are the things I identified just from this conversation. And it's like, what you think? And they like, yeah, I see it. So it's very important to know
Right.
the behaviors that are not beneficial in your life to make changes.
Wow. That's big. Y'all getting this crunchy information? I hope and pray that y'all are, because we aim to better our community, right? Because health is wealth, and if we can't stand and do what we need to do, you know what I mean? We just falling by the wayside, looking at other people come and take our stuff. Don't do that. Let's build and continue to build, because on the other end of that tunnel, there's a lot of light.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? What do you say to the families? Be it single mothers or single fathers or two family households that have children who are like pushing towards the streets, or there's other things that just soaking them up.
I need to see all the family.
The whole family.
I do.
Okay. Apples
I
and
do.
oranges and bananas, pears, grapes, and star fruit too. Bring it on out.
Yeah, I need to see. I need to see the whole family,
Yeah.
because I don't want to work on your child or your husband, or I don't want to do that, and they come home and you are refusing to change your bad habits. So now you're blocking everything that I'm giving them. You're blocking it because you're not even open to growing. So how would that work?
It's impossible to do that. I've seen that. Like, I can only speak for me.
Yeah.
Being in a relationship and family structure, the angst, the other stuff, it doesn't work. Because folks wake up mad. They roll out the bed. Like, good morning.
It's hard. It's
You know?
hard to. You imagine waking up positive every day, and it's hard to do that. So imagine you doing that and learning to, when you wake up, do that meditation, do that prayer.
Absolutely.
Figure it out. Listen to something motivational. Do something to where you are pumping that positivity in your mind. Because once you get out of that bed, your energy spilling on everybody.
Yeah.
If you my spouse and I'm sucking my teeth and I'm doing all this stuff and I'm
Go back to B. Get on the other side.
and
put the
and you
blanket over
say he got an attitude. No, you started the attitude.
Wake up all over again.
So it's hard, but you know, it's one of the biggest things now that we need boundaries and all these huge things that we need to be able to communicate and to be able to challenge ourselves, self-control and all those things, because you think about what you say before you say it, because a lot of the times we're allowing our pride and ego to speak for us, and we're apologizing for things that we never meant to say.
Wow.
So thinking before you speak.
Yeah.
Thinking for know, allowing yourself to process stuff, creating boundaries to say no. A lot of us are yes people. We don't know how to say no.
You know,
That presents a problem. You don't know how to say no. What's that? How do you grow from that?
telling them
That's scary being around somebody, a friend, a husband, whatever, and they don't know how to tell you no.
right. That part.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. And I had a couple. Actually, the husband identified that it was scaring him, that he noticed as we were doing sessions that his wife was unable to say no.
Wow.
So he said, that's something I feel like she needs to work on. And he said in the beginning, I took that as an advantage for me because she couldn't say no. But now I see it after all this, it's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a problem.
Wow, that's important.
Absolutely.
And I think we bounce off of each other. We feed off of each other. So if there's something that the communication, you know what I mean? The chunkier part of any relationship is when you can't openly say what it is on your mind.
That means you're suppressing.
Right. And you feel like, you know, every time I say something, I know it's going to pop
But you ain't saying nothing.
Right, that part.
But you ain't. These are the people that expect for you to read their mind. And we not mind readers.
No,
we can't read your mind. You have to be able to say what you mean what you say.
Telepathy.
So if yes, pretty much. So it's like, how do I feel if you're not communicating with me?
Right.
It's still lack in our relationship. How do you have a relationship without trust? How do you have a relationship without being able to communicate? Half these people that are together, they don't even like the people they with.
Wow. Ooh.
They tolerating them.
You don't like me. And what you doing here for? I'm going to get that ugly cry. I mean,
they
slobber and everything.
You think about how many things people are tolerating right now. If you don't want to change, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get that real connection. And what is that real connection gonna do? Wow. They're gonna challenge you, right?
Absolutely.
And what you gonna do? You either gonna face it and make the necessary changes to be happy, or you gonna run and you gonna tolerate crap.
Usually, what most folks do, they tolerate.
They tolerate.
Yeah.
So they with somebody, they don't really love them. They engage with other people.
You don't love me.
But you know what? It's not all about love nowadays.
Right.
Because you love someone does not mean they deserve to be in your life.
Listen, I heard this thing that made me cringe not too long ago. And the husband and the wife, the wife knew that the husband was stepping out on her. But the husband said to the wife, "We business partners. How can we be prospective?
The devil is a liar."
Right. And you don't have any type of love, respect, any type of passion for who you say we married.
But where do you hold the wife accountable that she's allowed this for so long?
Right.
So it has to be a sense of a lack of self-love for you to engage in something that you know is not good for you.
Insecurity.
And insecurities is major. A lot of us think this is it. This is the best I'm gonna get. And that's a lie. That's a lie.
I think it's a lot of people too, especially married couples, once they're in, after a certain amount of time, they stop really communicating and talking about.
Communicating, dating, having sex.
Yes.
They stop all of that.
I mean,
we have sex on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
I don't want to schedule.
I want to have sex when I want to have sex.
Right. Get in the bed.
Yeah, it's not a it's like a chore.
Yeah. Ooh.
is like a chore, and
A chore.
Chores are not fun. So, engaging with your partner is supposed to be fun. Dating is supposed to be fun. Communicating, you're supposed to be ready, willing, and able to have uncomfortable conversations when needed. Because we all need to be pulled up on something.
Listen,
And maybe I'm not seeing it.
that's the third time y'all done heard this in the past 4 shows. Okay? Have uncomfortable conversations.
It's healthy.
It is.
You get growth from it. You understand? Like, it's letting you know, first of all, accept the fact that you're not perfect.
Yeah.
Accept the fact that you're going to make mistakes. Accept the fact that you are always going to be a bad person in somebody's book, regardless how much of a good person you think you are.
Wow. Wow.
So it's all acceptance.
You're bad. Just say it. I'm a bad mama. Shut your mouth. You don't like me? Oh well. I'm gonna tear this place up.
But that's the thing. So many people are defensive to the change. So it's like when you bring something to somebody, I'm going to use all the behaviors that I got from all these relationships.
Wow.
And I'm going to use it against you because you are the enemy. And people don't realize it's not, you versus them. It's y'all versus the problem.
Right.
Y'all supposed to be jumping at the problem, not attacking each other like you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. It's not about that.
Right. There's no openness. And
It's
not
none.
willing to.
It's none.
Wow.
It's
And
so
then
it
it's-
needs
I
relationships
want you to
last.
change the way I want you. How you say it earlier?
I want you to be who I want you to be.
Right,
So
right.
it's like pretty much I'm going to change the dynamic of we in a relationship now. If you're not following my rules, it's a problem.
Yeah.
If you're not living by my structure life, then it's a problem. And that's the problem.
Wow.
We not allowing people to be self. So a lot of people are lacking their self-image. They don't know who they are.
Right.
It's so easy to fall into being a wife, being a friend, being a mother, being a this, and it's like, who are you?
Visa.
What are your What are your
American
What are your
Express.
values? What are your morals?
Yeah.
What do you believe in? You lose sight of everything, and you have to gain that to gain sense of self.
I know that's
You don't live life when kids leave the house. You got to live your life now.
Now, I tell my boys that all the time. Baby, you won't mess up my moment.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to
wanna
do
be
what
happy.
I want. That's
Yeah.
right. It's literally about, if you're not happy, how do you make anybody else happy? How do you add to anyone else's happiness?
You can't.
And you can't be somebody's happiness. You can't, loving them makes me happy. That's bull crap.
Yeah.
That's bull crap.
Because you're still sacrificing, but you're also still missing out on the good parts of your relationship or friendship, whatever it is. You're doing everything they want you to do, but you're still missing those vital parts
Exactly.
for yourself.
And you need you.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, one thing we're not guaranteed is for people to stay in our lives. Either they can walk away, they can pass. You're supposed to enjoy the experience you have with people.
Come on now.
And you have to
Enjoy the
understand that
experience.
everybody is not meant to be or stay in your life.
Yeah, that's so true.
So either way, if you don't find happiness within yourself, people turn into the air you breathe.
I need my own air. Wow.
And I breathe just fine.
Me too.
I've learned to accept
Yeah.
the seasons that people come into my life. I've learned to accept people for exactly who they are.
I know that's right. Accept them for who they are.
If you're not
Stop
accepting
trying
them
to
for who
change
they are, then you're trying to change them, which means that you're trying to control. And that's why people, I hear so many people talk about common sense. And they say common sense and I say, what's common sense? Common sense would be your logic, correct?
Yeah, right.
So
That
that
part.
would be what you believe, correct?
That's right.
And who said you was right? So and who told you that your common sense, they got it?
Opinionated.
Yeah. So you can't
Tell the
say
truth.
common sense to people.
Right,
You can't. Common sense is what exactly? I didn't learn like you. I
That's
didn't
so
grow
true.
up like you. I didn't do. You have to understand my journey. You understand what I'm saying? I want to grow and be better, but I can't do it if you talk down to me.
True.
If you talk at me.
True.
And that's what we're doing to our kids. And that's what we're doing to our friends. Our kids don't feel heard.
No.
They don't feel valued. They don't feel respected. They don't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
So does people that's in these unhealthy relationships.
They don't feel
But yet they stay.
valued or heard, valued, or appreciated. Wow. So we got some work to do, people. We got some real work, and it's going to take a little time. It's not going to happen overnight, but I believe that once people start making a genuine effort, like these are the
That's
things.
when it changes.
Yeah, and then it's a lot of times people they want to bring their friends and their family with them, but they. A lot of times when they ask, you can't.
A lot of people don't.
Journey.
A lot of people don't want change.
No,
they're resistant. It's a lot of people that are resistant right now. They don't want to. They're not ready. I am how I am. No, but how you am, you're an asshole.
I'm comfortable.
That's
Tell
not.
Tell them you're
You're an asshole.
my grandma used to say, "Stop being a jackass."
We have to be real. We have to be real because a lot of people they consider that realness.
Right.
Send me. Oh, I just say what first thing I say. No, that's not you. That's not even you talking.
Right.
That's your pride or your ego,
Yes.
and you're not challenging your thoughts. Or are you thinking about what you say before you say it?
That's important. Stop, drop, and think.
Stop. Think about it.
Okay. Got to think about it.
You have to think about it, or else you'll be apologizing for things you never meant to say.
And that hurt coming out of words.
Or you won't apologize. Because a lot of people, they don't apologize.
I always.
They be like, you hungry? I seen these sneakers. You want these sneakers?
We want to buy love.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take them Giuseppe's on the one, please.
Yeah, that's how you notice that a lot of people don't know how to apologize.
Wow.
And what is that? That's pride and ego. Wow. That's already
Pride
a
and ego.
behavior that you know that you need to be challenging.
Yeah, that's
because it ain't
serious.
healthy.
It ain't healthy, y'all. We want to live healthy lives.
That's right.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
Let's get it.
Yes, it is.
So tell me when going through all of your processes for certification and credited trainings, what was that like? Was it overwhelming? Was it like, no, I got to get this done because I really need that? Or was it like, it was an opportunity you saw, let me just go ahead and get that?
It was a lot. Because everything I give my clients, I worked on myself. And I continue to work on every day. So it was a lot because I was identifying so many things within me that were unhealthy.
Wow.
My communication, that me yelling
Yeah.
was my out, like me, my anger, my everything, my defensiveness, my insecurities, my trust issues, all that spilled onto the people, and I pretty much was self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
And when you self-sabotaging, you're not ready to own up to the things that you have. We all have behaviors we need to put down.
Oh yeah.
So it's like me, I was like, cause I do this, writing stuff, but I had
notebooks
to
for
get.
days.
I did. It was like it was a release.
Yes.
It actually felt like an elephant coming off my chest because I deal with PTSD, I deal with anxiety, I deal with depression. I just know how to handle it.
Yeah.
I identify my emotions. I choose not to stay there. So that allows me to wake up and have this positive mind. But listen, that take work.
It
You
does.
got to literally wake up. I don't wake up every day Skittles and rainbows. I wake up sometimes like I ain't in the mood. But I got to check myself because I need to be able to help somebody.
say the
And you
wrong
never
thing.
know with that smile, that hug, that that words of encouragement. You never know what it's doing to somebody. You never know what
Absolutely.
somebody's going through.
Absolutely. That's so true. I used to tell people all the time, like, some people say, well, Elle, why you always smiling? Like, you always, and then I talk to everybody, so they call me the mayor of the streets. Do you have to stop? Even in the grocery store, we shopping. Sorry, babe. But like, you talk to everybody, but I feel it when I see, I'm very big on feeling and energy.
Okay.
So when you see people and they say, oh my God, I'm so glad, please give me a hug, or and they say,
Yeah.
wow, that hug, I needed that hug.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why I am who I am and the way that I am is because I don't hold no judgment against people.
Yeah,
You are who you are, and I love you where you are, and just know if you need me, I'm here.
We forget it's one judge.
Yeah, I know.
We got too many judges.
You got too many judges.
We got too many judges, and
Trying
it's
to
like,
be the voice.
and who are we to judge?
Right.
Who
That
are
part.
we?
That part.
We have to understand that we are still going through a journey, and we still got stuff to work on. That's the problem. A lot of people that are judging are not reflecting on self.
That's true.
So if you have room to judge, you're not really. And how are you judging?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
talking at people?
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you encouraging, motivating, and like where are you coming from with it? Because this is why people don't want to accept
Yeah.
advice now.
Wow. That's
Because
true.
of the delivery, because of
Mm.
your act, the way, your demeanor, your energy.
Something about that delivery that
It's
makes
the
people run.
delivery.
We said all the
It's the
time.
delivery.
How you gonna be like that? No wonder they ran out the door. They
Yeah.
don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know.
And you're not supposed to judge. You're supposed to listen, and listen to understand, not to reply. And a lot of people so busy, just when they talk to people, they're looking for their reply. They're not really listening. And you're not, if you're blocked, and I tell my clients all the time, closed mouths don't get fed, but closed minds don't get fed either.
Wow.
So you got to be very conscious of that.
Closed
You have to
minds.
understand. Closed
get
minds don't get fed.
Wow.
A lot of people are closed minded.
Yes.
If you know it all, why you lacking?
Ooh. See, come on. You stop it, know-it-alls. You still trying to pack your pockets and stuff. Pockets is missing some cushion.
And that's what it is. No, but your pockets may be fat. See, and that's the thing. It's all right. You gain money, you gain all that stuff, but where's your mental?
Right, that part.
Where's your
that
emotional?
part.
Where are you spiritually? Where are you physically? Where you got to ask yourself those things. Are you working on every area? Because gaining a check don't mean nothing.
Nothing at all.
And money, having money don't equate to happiness. I got less than some people and they mad. Why? Because it's like a peace within me. It's my relationship
That's
with God. It's my delivery. It's my energy.
Yeah.
My energy remains the same. It doesn't change.
Wow. That's important. That peace.
Oh my God, peace! I help you achieve peace of mind.
Don't bring the
Everybody
peace.
want it.
Don't bring the peace, the hardcore peace. Just
no.
peace of mind, okay? We talking about this
I
peace.
like to help people achieve peace of mind, change their perspective on life. And that's my goal, helping people that want to be helped.
Yes. Life coaching. The business.
The business.
What made you transform from where you were to going into the business and making sure that you could put out with the business what you wanted to put out? Because some people they thrive off of paper.
Yeah.
I gotta bring the book.
Yeah, no.
No, we're not doing DSM.
You gotta bring your skills or what you're working on. And literally you can go buy a book.
Yeah.
We go buy books all the time. What?
Yeah.
That experience?
we doing 20 steps.
You experience? Yes, we do it. We experience things, and it's like, because I see a lot of that now.
Yes.
A lot of people counseling people, and it's like they still are not working on self. So it's like, in order for me to counsel, I have to work on me.
Yeah.
In order for me, and that's what made me want to bring it outside of substance abuse, because it's not about a drug.
No.
It's about your lifestyle changes.
Wow.
It's literally about your way you look at things, your mindset. It's about dealing and facing what you've had to face when you were little. A lot of us are still living in our trauma. So we don't grow.
No.
We are
packing on more
pretty
trauma.
much in a shell, because we think everybody is like the person that did us wrong.
Wow. That's so true.
So we treat everybody as such, and that's not fair. So it's about you. So once I learned that dynamic, that this has nothing to do with substance abuse.
No.
It has nothing to do. It has to do with you, self-love, taking accountability,
Take accountability.
healing,
Yes.
growing,
Wow, that healing part.
healing.
You gotta let it go.
Whew. We hold on to our trauma like it's the reason we live, but it's
Ooh.
actually making us more sick than what we are.
Yeah.
And it's actually causing the strokes and the heart attacks and all that stuff.
Stress.
We don't
trauma.
understand that the stress kills us, and we hold on to it. It's such things as good stress, but we know what we talking about.
Yeah.
Trying to control, trying to do, that brings sickness.
Wow. That's important. That's important, folks. You know, you got to let it go. You got to begin your healing process somewhere.
Absolutely.
And when you cut it off, you're not allowing your mind, yourself, to be freed and to heal. And that's a chunky part of the problem and the solution. You know what I mean?
So the question is, do you want to run, or are you ready to change your life?
Do you want to hide?
Do you want to go tolerate, or are you ready to heal?
Really?
Are you ready to change some things?
That's, you know, and that healing is part of the biggest issue we have out here. When you see it, you walk out on the streets, when you see family to family, you can see the discord in the air. You can see it before you even say anything.
The dysfunction.
Yes. Wow.
And you know, it's crazy because it's not, a lot of people need to understand that it starts there. Like our dysfunction. And it's not about blaming the parents or blaming, because they lived a certain way and they were conditioned to, and they were taught.
Right.
So it's about us
Right.
actually just taking accountability for self.
Right.
Okay. And I need to do this for myself, because my healing is going to spill onto the people that it needs to.
Absolutely.
And they're going to see that.
Absolutely.
So it's like, do I want to keep living this? Because a lot of people are living facades. They're in this facade. It's cute for
Take the
social
mask and the
media. It's
cape
cute
off.
for, we got a house, we got this, but we don't have each other at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we have to run to other people for the source of what we're looking for. And that's the problem.
Is that justification?
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh.
And it ain't.
Running to folks for the source. Get the source. You are the source.
You are the source. You're the source of the problem. So it's
Wow.
like, now the reason I'm running is because I never faced this stuff. So now I done found 4 different things in all these people.
Yeah.
You know, and this is
Wow.
my life. I'm
That's-
in a hamster wheel.
That's serious.
And until you break that cycle, you teaching your child to live like that. You teaching your child to stay in stuff that's dysfunction, and
Yeah.
you,
And they're following right behind you. because
right
they can't-
behind you.
They don't see anything different. It's a pattern, learned behaviors.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And we don't learn, what happens?
Yeah.
And then we complain about the very thing that we created.
Ooh.
So we sit and we don't change. Our energy spills on our children. They get older, and then we battle ourselves.
Wow.
So now you are holy, and you have this, oh, I'm good, I'm delivered.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you battling your child.
Right.
So it's like, what happens? Now your child's the problem. No, baby. This is why I need to see you too.
Yeah. You're the problem.
You. This is why I need to see.
They only feeding off what they see you, mama.
Exactly. And
See
it's
you
not
do.
even, people think it is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just identifying it
Yes.
to make the changes. It's not even, people have such fear of being judged. Oh, I'm lacking in finances. I'm lacking. It's a fear. I can't show that.
Yeah.
So I have to maintain this image. And it's an image. It's a mask.
A prideful mask.
And that mask gonna slip off.
Wow. And when it do, somebody say Krugerville. Kruger?
All that stuff
I
come out,
thought you
don't
was
it?
gone.
Exactly.
You're back for another Friday the 13th.
Exactly. So you got to ask yourself where you are, and you need to be asking yourself, what do I need to change? How can I change?
Yeah.
How can I make me better for my family? That where
Important.
it's there, I'm changing the dynamic, because all we know is screaming,
Yeah.
putting kids in front of a TV with the
Yeah.
iPad or whatever. That's what's teaching our children
Yes.
right now.
Absolutely. I concur.
We're not. And we don't know how to act at the end of the day. Some people just don't know, and it's okay. Be gentle with yourself.
That's why we have all this help out here.
Exactly.
Do have this help. This good help.
good
Y'all
help.
need to come get it.
good help.
Reach
Yes,
out
it
and
is.
touch. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to touch
yes,
somebody.
Yes.
So, Ann Torres. Ann Torres, was she a college student? And
I did some college.
did some college, okay. And Was it harder jumping into this field with, some college? Because, quote unquote, I hear it all the time. I don't know how you could do this. I don't know how they could do that. And they don't have A, B, and C, and D type of degrees.
Let's make this clear. College is not for everybody.
Right.
We have to accept the fact that college is not for everybody.
Right.
You got to accept the fact that, we sometimes we are forcing our children to do what we did.
Wow.
And we got to get out of that. They still on their own journey.
Man, they still on their own journey.
So let them. College is not for everybody. If you can learn and you could do whatever, I'm able to teach things just from life, taking classes, doing what I want to do. But it's like I knew that college wasn't for me, and that was acceptance. But I don't care how people look at me.
I know that's right.
Because at the end of the day, I'm God's child, and I'm going to do the God's work.
We're going to work this field regardless.
That's it.
And that's what people want. They want truth. They want realism. They want someone who's not going to sugarcoat. They want the openness. They want to feel like, wow, I'm really working towards something, and I feel better about myself. And that's our intention.
Yes.
The intention about yourself, knowing your self-worth, knowing that you can heal.
Yes.
Being intentional about your healing, your space, your mindset, and making sure that you build the healthier mentality in your structure, your family structure.
Absolutely.
Word. Y'all listen.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. 1 foot at a time. Put your big toe out there. The pinky will follow. Listen, we about to get up out of here. But before we do, I would love sis to tell you guys again how you can follow her, how you can contact her, all that good stuff. Tell them. And let them know if you have something you got coming forward.
I got some stuff.
We're going to shush on that. Wait a minute.
No. She ran it down. You can find me on Facebook under Ann Torres. Send me a message. Inbox me. Instagram, All About You Coaching Services, LLC. You just hit me up. You want to email me for a free consultation. It's All About You Coaching Services, LLC at gmail.com. I'll put everything in a link in case you need to hit me up. Hit me up for a free 30-minute consultation.
Hey, the word is free.
Yes.
In capitalized letters.
Yes.
All About You Coaching, LLC. Y'all better get with it. We here with it. It's your girl, your big sis, LELL Vintage, and Ann Torres. Yes, we here. We want y'all to know we love y'all. Keep looking for us. Keep following us. Keep sharing the news. We out here. We going to make a positive change because health is wealth, and we want all of our community to keep growing. And our children, who's the next generation and up and coming now, we want them to know that they don't have to shelter themselves. They can be who they are and still be freed and healed.
That's right. And we going global.
Word. Say that again.
We going global. Global.
Yo, we out of this, John. Peace, y'all.